crafty people, this is Ellen with EGI Designs, and thanks so much for stopping by today. Today we have a new episode of my Wednesday workshop series, which is where we do fun folds, card sketches, one sheet wonders, those kinds of things. And today we are doing a fun fold, but we are going to use a die to accomplish that. I have the Fabulous Folded Cards Trifold Surprise Card Cutting Die, and this is from hot off the press, and this can only be found over at paperwishes.com. I will list everything I used today and the measurements in the description box and over on my blog at egidesigns.com. And if you are watching on a television, I will put a QR code up top that you can scan with your camera phone, and it will take you right to the list of supplies that I'm using today. So this is an awesome cutting die. And the thing about when you have cards that have steps and things in there, I love to make cards like that, but they are a little bit finicky, and so if I can have a die to do the job for me, that is amazing. So this particular die is one piece, and it cuts the score lines and the cut lines, and then you just fold it, and you end up getting a card that kind of looks like this. And then this is what it looks like when it's folded together. And then it gives you all of the instructions. It shows you how to fold it on the back, and this is what the die looks like. So it's one piece, which is awesome, will not warp or any of that kind of thing. Today we are using the 49 and Market Nostalgic Memories collection. And this collection has a whole bunch of different pieces, but today we are using the patterned paper. We might need a little bit of the solids that they call, but it's more of like a plain kind of paper. But what we are definitely using, besides the patterned paper, is we have the washi sheets, and we have the laser cut ephemera and the laser cut florals. This collection is absolutely gorgeous. I am going to have a video upcoming doing a unboxing and walkthrough of the collection, so when that's available I will link that below so that you can check that out. But so I pulled out a bunch of the laser cuts, a bunch of the pieces, so we can put it on here. And this video is going to be a little bit different. I feel like it might be a little bit boring for you to, in real time, watch me put this together. So what I've done is I've picked out some of the pieces. I'm going to assemble the card. I'm going to speed it up so you can just kind of watch it as I'm doing it, but not have to sit through all of the gluing and all of those things. I will explain a few things before I get started, and I'll put some tunes on too so it's not completely boring. But here is the card base. So when it cut it out like this, and then you follow the directions on the back. You do your mountain, valley here, and your valley, mountain here, and what it ends up turning into is a card like this. So if you have a lot of opportunity to decorate. You can decorate here, decorate on the back. You could probably do some writing here. But you could also completely write on the back. That's fine. This is where I would probably write for that. I will say that you might be looking at this and going, oh, this looks a little bit long for my die cut machine. This particular plate is 9 inches. So you have 3 options. You have a die cut machine that has very large, that is, like a Empress, a Sizzix Switch, Big Shot that has a very long platform that you can just run through. So that's the easiest. The other one is to get extended plates for your die cut machine, which you can do. This way is only 5 inches, so this will fit through a 6-inch machine. So if you have the extended plates, it'll go through no problem. And then the third way is that you can run, put the plate down, put the paper down, tape it, and then run it through halfway, and then take it out, and then flip it through. Just turn the whole sandwich, and then put the other side through, and it'll cut the other side. So that is whatever will work for the die cut machine that you have. Then I just wanted to explain also this particular strip. I'm going to put it on the back just for a little added interest. And what I did is I took a piece of the pattern paper that was on the end when I die cut this, cut it into a strip, and then I actually have some brown vellum. This is Studio Light, and it's got shades of brown vellum, so whatever shade you need. I just cut a little piece, and then I used my Tim Holtz decal edge trimmer to give that a little bit, I'm not sure if you can see. So that's got a deckled edge on there, and then I just glued the paper right on here. So when I stick that on the back, I will adhere that, and then I'll just cut off the excess. Alright, I think we are ready to go. And then also I just want to say, so these are washi sheets. These are individual, like little washi stickers, washi paper. So I'm going to, in here, across, use one of these washis just to add some interest to that. So that's where that will come from. All right, so let's get going. Alright, we are done with our completed card. Here it is. I think it turned out so beautiful. It's so pretty. So we have the flourish piece on both sides here. We have the rose, and then I popped up the frame with just a little bit of the foam tape. That was from Altenew, and it was 1/16 loft, and it was a 1/4 inch, so it fit perfect behind there, and it just added a little bit of lift without a lot of bulk on that. So in this laser cut that I took out, I did ink that with the Distress ink in Vintage Photo just to pop that off the page a little bit and make it stand out. And then when you open it, I added one of the, a section of the washi strip there across, just to add a little interest. And then I grabbed one of the other laser cuts to put on the inside right there. So we have that. And then on the back, so again, this is where you could write. I added a butterfly here and a butterfly here. And then I had that strip like we had talked about with the vellum, with the cardstock, with the pattern paper on top of that. And then just glued that down just to add that little interest. And I like the way that it overlaps here. I think that looks really neat. So there's our finished project. Just popping on with a quick little edit as I was getting ready to do the photographs and things of the card. I wanted to add a little bit more detail. So I used the Distress ink, the Vintage Photo, and I went around all of the edges, all of the score lines with that Vintage Photo. So it would just kind of age it up a little bit and make it look, you know, just give it that vintage vibe, so it didn't look as stark. So I just wanted to share that with you so that you can see how just adding that little bit of ink totally changes the vibe of that. And I wanted to show you also that I made a coordinating envelope for this project. And I made that using the We Are Memory Keepers 123 punch board, which I love, I love, love. I make pretty much almost all of my envelopes. This card ended up being 5 1/4 by 5. So the punch board will make any kind of size envelopes that you need. So you can do a complete customization with the online calculator. And I will link over to how I made this envelope if you want to check that out. And I do have a whole playlist on making different size envelopes on that punch board. So in case you're interested in that. But basically I took a piece of the solids and cut it according to the online measurements, went through and put that together. So now we have this beautiful envelope. And then also in the washi pack, there were these as well. So I grabbed a couple of, I grabbed the butterfly and the flourish off of here and put them on here. And then what I would recommend if you were going to write out something on a dark envelope like this, either put a label here and write it on there, or if you had some kind of a metallic or a white pen, you could do that right on there. So, and I'll show you that this fits right in here. Perfectly perfect. So there you have it. All right, so there is our beautiful card project. And how easy is it to create this and not have to do all of those, you know, weird cuts and score here and cut here and do all that? Like I can't. So it's better for me to use a die to do that. So I'm really happy to have that die. I think it's great. So, and then here it is. So really the sky is the limit with this style. You can make it however you like. All right, if you enjoyed the video today, I would love it if you could hit that like button and also consider subscribing to the channel. It greatly helps me in reaching out to other crafters just like you. If you want to stick around, I will put a link over to my card making playlist, and I will also link over to my Wednesday workshop playlist, so you can go back and check out all the past episodes, which again are fun folds, card sketches, one she wonders, all that good stuff. So you can stick around for that. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and until next time, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.